It's viewer request time, so let's settle in to watch The Rose. Going into this movie, I had no idea it was loosely based, and I mean very loosely, on the life and death of Janis Joplin. But I got a feeling that something was up while I was watching this, so I had to look it up, and sure enough. That should probably give you some idea to what The Rose is all about, and even if it doesn't, you'll probably figure it out quick. That was my biggest issue with The Rose. The movie was incredibly poorly written, and lacks any real semblance of an engaging plot. Even without the little intro scene the movie gives, you'll probably have the whole plot figured out in no time flat. The folks that made this movie just couldn't be bothered to try and make an interesting movie here. So that probably gives away what I thought of The Rose, right? But then you have Bette Midler, who plays the titular Mary Rose Foster, a rock star that has fallen down the rabbit hole of drugs and depravity. When you introduce the level of energy and talent that an actress like Bette Midler brings to the table, even this movie was able to be salvaged somewhat from an absolutely terrible script. If you had anyone else cast as the Rose, this movie, I just don't think it would have been good at all. Sadly, that's where the star talent ends, though. The rest of the performances were underwhelming or completely cliche. Music, though, that's another shining point of this movie. And what I really mean by music is the concert scenes. They often give you full onstage performances of at least one song, properly planned out and superiorly edited together. You could splice these segments together along with some stills and a dubbed over story, and you could probably convince someone that this was a documentary about a real rock star. The Rose is not a good movie, but it is certainly not a bad one either. The Rose also stands as an example of how a talented actor or actress can come in and make up for the lack thereof around them. I give The Rose a 69 out of 100. As always, if you'd like to support me, check out my link tree. Happy watching.